The millionaire spouse, a woman whose comportment mirrored the opulence surrounding her existence, had gained notoriety for her haughty detachment and overbearing manner when interacting with her staff. Her disdainful attitude was talked about in hushed tones among the employees, who dared not oppose her for fear of losing their livelihoods. On a regular basis, her stratospherically high standards and self-centered expectations would shatter the morale of any unsuspecting household worker. On an ordinary day, a cleaner, distinguished by her diligent nature and earnest disposition, approached the grandiose residence to embark upon her usual cleaning activities. Her life experiences had instilled in her a profound understanding of humility and an unyielding work ethic. She dedicated herself to her tasks with unspoken respect, for she respected her craft and understood the value of an honest day's work. Despite this, her quiet efficiency was often overlooked by those who never required effort in their own lives. When perfecting the mansion's grandeur, every room required attention, and every corner told a story she was a part of, albeit silently. Her tools were extensions of her hands, dutifully tidying without a trace of resentment. Little did she anticipate the storm of criticism lurking in the elegant rooms. Even minor imperfections were magnified under the scrutinizing gaze of the millionaire's wife, whose eyes scoured every detail with an almost predatory precision. Amidst this atmosphere of tension and expectation, a modest oversight emerged. The cleaner inadvertently omitted applying polish to an ornamental furniture piece, a minor lapse in an otherwise impeccable performance. The millionaire's wife, always searching for faults, spotted this omission with barely concealed relish. What transpired next was unexpected and left everyone in stunned silence. The reaction was immediate and disproportionate. Fueled by latent dissatisfaction, her rebuke unfolded with theatrical indignation. She proceeded with cutting remarks aimed precisely at eroding the cleaner's self-esteem. From her elevated perch, criticism rained down like arrows, leaving the recipient defenseless against the verbal onslaught. Her words were crafted not merely to point out the shortcoming but to instill a fearful subjugation, as if each word chipped away at the cleanliness the woman worked so hard to preserve. Eyewitnesses of this spectacle, mostly other staff members, looked on, unable to intervene or comfort their colleague. They understood the unspoken hierarchy and the consequences of openly challenging such authority. With restrained expressions, they resumed their tasks. The individuals who quietly support our lives often go unnoticed, their tireless contributions forming the backbone of our day-to-day existence. Take, for instance, the compelling tale of a wealthy woman who, in a moment of arrogance, cruelly dismissed a cleaner from her opulent home. However, fate had a surprising twist in store, flipping their social dynamic in a way neither could have foreseen. This isn't merely a narrative about societal positions, it is a lens through which the intricate nature of human behavior is examined, shedding light on attitudes and prejudices that are deeply ingrained yet seldom questioned. By delving into this story, one gains a richer understanding of the subtle yet profound interactions that define us. Moreover, subscribing to more such narratives promises access to an array of inspiring tales that can shift and broaden one's perspective on life. The unfolding drama occurred within the exquisitely decorated rooms of a mansion owned by a prominent figure, whose fortune afforded a lifestyle of extravagance. His wife, who took immense pride in her luxurious surroundings, sought to ensure that nothing tarnished the pristine image she cherished so dearly. It was during a seemingly ordinary morning that she encountered the cleaner, a woman of quiet resolve and dignity, who had been meticulously attending to her duties. She had worked there for several years, her efforts integral to maintaining the ambience of refined elegance. Yet, despite her dedication, she often found herself on the receiving end of the wife's capricious whims. On this particular day, the wife, feeling a surge of irritation over a trivial matter, directed her ire at the cleaner. Without pausing to consider the considerable service the cleaner had provided over time, she uttered harsh words that shattered the tranquility of the morning. In that moment of thoughtlessness, the wife discarded the respect owed to someone who had diligently served her household. Little did she realize, the tides of fortune were poised to shift dramatically. Left with no choice but to depart, the cleaner collected her belongings with poise, holding her head high even in the face of unwarranted scorn. Her departure left a palpable void, disrupting the seamless operation of the household. The wife, initially unfazed by the change, soon found herself grappling with unforeseen challenges. Tasks once handled effortlessly now became burdensome, revealing the unseen value of the cleaner's work. Moreover, the newly hired replacements struggled to meet the standards meticulously upheld by their predecessor. Simultaneously, the cleaner, though faced with sudden unemployment, embraced the "Have you ever encountered a narrative so compelling that it entirely alters your perception of individuals and existence itself? Have you ever passed judgment on someone merely for what they possess, without taking the time to grasp their complete story?" In this particular video, prepare to delve into a story designed to challenge your assumptions about appearances, reminding you of the remarkable influence that humility and kindness can exert. As you anticipate this journey, we invite you to subscribe to our channel so you can ensure these thought-provoking tales are always within your reach. Amid the bustling world preoccupied with affluence and social standing, the importance of the intangible often slips into shadows. It's easy to admire polished facades and possessions without pausing to ponder the depths that lie beneath. Our society, with its fast-paced rhythms, continually drums the beat of material success, and we are often swayed by the allure of what we can see or touch. The superficial gleam blinds us, leading to snap judgments that dilute the essence of human character. Indulging in this story will reveal layers of depth in otherwise ordinary interactions, prompting introspection about what truly defines a person's worth. You will discover elements of resilience in unexpected places, courage that thrives amid adversity, and generosity not tied to material possessions. The narrative will stretch your understanding and invite you to reconsider what truly matters in human connections. Consider the stories of those you've deemed less accomplished due to their lack of material wealth. On the surface, possessions might reflect success, but they rarely depict the warmth or richness of the human spirit. Witness these moments in the story, where integrity blossoms in circumstances devoid of worldly triumphs, challenging the superficial metrics we've been taught to prioritize. As you watch, note the quiet dignity of those who navigate life without accolades or recognition. Understand the complex webs of relationships where empathy and authenticity hold more value than outward success. Explore how acts of kindness, often unseen and uncelebrated, weave together narratives of profound significance. Imagine a community thriving not on metrics of wealth, but on shared values of compassion and humanity. Picture individuals who, despite lacking material attributes, exude a strength of character that transcends monetary worth. These are the people who, unbeknownst to many, shape the very fabric of life with gentleness and a sense of shared purpose. Engage with these narratives to explore how understanding and grace can transform perspectives, encouraging us to see beyond surface-level interactions. A well-spoken word or a simple act of generosity can forge bonds. Before we dive into what happened, let's explore firstly why such social divides exist. More than just a gap in wealth, it accounts for differing value systems where some view status as a means of defining worth. However, stories like these prove that genuine respect isn't something that money can buy. Let's not confine ourselves to symbols of wealth, but also delve into character and integrity. As she belittled this hardworking cleaner, the millionaire's wife openly demeaned her in front of others. The individual had developed a reputation as a pivotal figure with an extensive network, renowned for actively advocating the rights and dignity of all workers, irrespective of their social standing. Their influence in labor communities was unparalleled, marked by a deep commitment to justice and equality, transcending divisions that often fragmented societies. When news of the incident reached them, they responded without delay, demonstrating the same resolve that characterized their advocacy work. They immediately connected with the cleaner, not only to offer solace but to extend a gesture of transformative potential. Her skills were recognized and appreciated. They envisioned her as a valuable asset, someone deserving of an environment that honored her contributions beyond mere labor. Their offer was both unprecedented and timely, proposing a role within their foundation. This position resonated deeply with her abilities and aspirations, ensuring she felt respected and valued. The foundation itself was reputed for aligning roles with individual skills, fostering an environment of respect, cooperation, and mutual growth, qualities often echoed in the individual's broader advocacy work. This sequence of events, initially perceived as an unfortunate incident, swiftly morphed into a narrative of unexpected promise and hope. Contained within it was a lesson on resilience and the power of community to uplift and transform misfortune. The cleaner, previously overlooked in her former position, found herself at the center of an empowering narrative that challenged existing hierarchies and brought people together in support of shared values. News of this transformation spread rapidly, capturing the attention and imagination of those well beyond the immediate circle. It became not merely a story of personal change but a symbol of broader societal shifts towards inclusivity and respect for all individuals, regardless of occupation or background. The ripple effect was palpable, inspiring others to reconsider how they perceived and interacted with those around them. The story resonated deeply, transcending geographical and cultural boundaries, illustrating the profound impact one person's action can have within their community and beyond. As the tale circulated, the essence of the initial encounter was preserved. It served as a testament to the enduring power of humanity to enact meaningful change, signaling an intention to bridge the gap between diverse social strata. Through this, the individual's reputation as a catalyst for positive change was reinforced, further consolidating their role as a champion for fairness and dignity in all aspects of life. Staff members criticized her perceived incompetence, vowing never to employ her services again. However, as it often happens with decisions rooted in prejudice, the truth has a way of emerging. Despite hearing those harsh remarks, the cleaner completed her duties with silent resilience before leaving, concealing her tears but preserving her pride. The narrative didn't remain confined to the mansion's walls. Upon her departure, a notable guest, prominent in social advocacy, accidentally witnessed the situation and grew curious about the unfolding events. This individual, known for championing justice and equality, recognized her tears and was compelled to investigate further. They approached quietly, offering a sympathetic ear to the wronged cleaner whose silent strength had inadvertently captured their attention. This chance meeting marked the beginning of an unlikely solidarity between them, rooted in empathy and understanding. The mansion, opulent and expansive, had been bustling that day with a flurry of social aristocracy gathered for an exclusive soiree. Conversations were flowing freely amidst the tinkling of fine crystal and the soft glow of chandeliers. Amidst this grandeur, the cleaner represented an unspoken contrast. Her presence, often overlooked, was intrinsic to the seamless elegance of the very setting. Oblivious to the whispers threading through the air, she continued her work, every gleaming surface a testament to her diligence. Rumors began weaving their way through social circles, reaching ears beyond those gathered at the mansion. The account of what had transpired reached the ears of those who found themselves removed from such circles. In coffee shops and corners of bustling streets, patrons discussed the incident, appalled by the unfair treatment and marveling at the cleaner's quiet resolve. Meanwhile, onlookers speculated about the motivations behind the incident, drawing upon their own experiences with such unjust circumstances. As for the social advocate, whose principles gravitated towards fairness, they contemplated the power dynamics at play, considering how often those in lower positions were subjected to baseless judgments, and how frequently such victims were left voiceless. The advocate reflected upon the socio-economic factors enabling these biases to persist, underscoring the importance of standing beside those unjustly accused. It became clear the issue was systemic, entwined with layers of societal inequity. Outside the mansion's ornate facade, life carried on almost indifferently. Streets were alive with the hustle and bustle typical of any busy district. People engaged in their daily routines, shoppers lingering in shop windows, children playing in nearby parks. Yet, the story simmer the advocate's bold stand was indeed a spectacle, captivating all who bore witness, yet the greatest twist was still to unfold. The turning point in this narrative occurred during a charity gala, a gathering of the elite adorned with shimmering opulence and surrounded by an aura of privilege. It was here that an unsuspecting guest, with eloquence and grace, addressed the assembly. They articulated the subtle but profound concepts of dignity and respect, reminding all present that every individual, regardless of social standing, is worthy of kindness and equity. The discourse resonated in the grand hall, echoing off the lavish chandeliers that adorned the ceiling. As words flowed with deliberate cadence, the audience sat in silent contemplation. Among them, impeccably dressed and poised, was the millionaire's wife. Anticipation mingled with unease as her gaze shifted to the entryway where she observed the cleaner, no longer obscured by the shadows of servitude, entering the room with newfound purpose. This quiet but poignant demonstration was backed ardently by the advocate, who stood as a pillar of unwavering moral conviction. The room, alive with whispered conversations, fell silent as attention converged on this unexpected alliance. It was within this moment of shared attention and silent reflection that the wife confronted an unsettling realization. Her preconceived notions, shaped by a lifetime enshrouded in wealth and privilege, were suddenly laid bare. She saw, in the determined stride of the cleaner, a dignity that challenged the superficial judgments which had clouded her vision for so long. Realization washed over her in a palpable wave, leaving an indelible mark on her understanding of value and worth. As she grappled with the implications, an awareness dawned, one that transcended monetary wealth and touched the core of human decency. The workings of an intricate social tapestry had begun to unravel, revealing threads of humility and justice interwoven through human experience. This moment of enlightenment, profound yet humbling, underscored a universal truth often eclipsed by societal constructs, that true wealth is not measured by material abundance but by depth of character and the respect we afford one another. It was an epiphany born not out of coercion but sparked by the quiet strength of those often overlooked, igniting within her a sense of accountability and the impetus for change. Amidst the glittering setting of the gala, where fortunes were often the measure of influence, this unforeseen revelation was nothing short of transformative. It challenged long-held convictions. Shielding oneself from the consequences of sheer unkindness can be likened to an impossible task. At the core of this narrative lies a vital lesson extending beyond mere notions of karma. It encapsulates an essential social doctrine. Accumulated monetary wealth offers no immunity from the repercussions of poor behavior, as what is intangible and timeless, genuine humanity, tends to cultivate the kind of respect that transcends material boundaries. The depth of true esteem cannot be achieved through simply acquiring riches. Instead, it arises from the virtue of sincere and humane conduct. Scholarly inquiries into the human experience reveal that qualities of kindness and humility are cornerstones of fulfilling relationships and contribute significantly to overall well-being. An illuminating study conducted by Harvard University highlights a profound finding: authentic relationships, typically characterized by acts of kindness rather than superficial gestures, foster deeper bonds. This intrinsic connection is not easily quantified, but its effects are deeply felt across the tapestry of human interactions. The tangible outcome is an enriched life, where the connections we forge are meaningful and sustainable. Human behavior, when layered with humility, often nudges relationships into a realm of mutual respect and enduring trust. People naturally gravitate towards those who exhibit empathy and understanding, fostering an atmosphere where emotional and psychological well-being can flourish. This equilibrium, created through compassionate interactions, manifests in the daily dynamics of interpersonal connections, promoting a climate where both parties thrive. It is interesting to note that acts of kindness have a way of reverberating far beyond their initial impact, creating a ripple effect that may travel through numerous lives. In this context, the discourse around the societal impact of kindness and altruistic behavior becomes increasingly relevant. Genuine compassion, aside from being a personal virtue, emerges as a collective benefit to society at large. When individuals actively embrace a mindset of empathy and understanding, community ties strengthen, leading to a harmonious existence that resonates on a grander scale. Altruism nurtures a supportive environment wherein the well-being of each member is intrinsically linked to the community as a whole. Integral to this understanding is the view that thoughtfulness and compassion have real-world implications, often dictating the health of social systems. Reflecting upon history and countless narratives of human interaction, one distinguishes a consistent theme: the triumph of humanity and virtues over superficial wealth. Numerous tales illustrate the struggles of those who pursue financial gain at the expense of human kindness, only to find themselves ensnared by isolation and mistrust. In contrast, lives marked by selflessness and genuine a robust sense of health and well-being often leads to a deeper happiness and a sense of fulfillment compared to merely chasing material goods. Supporting this notion, experts propose that showing respect to others in all areas of life can cultivate an atmosphere that is supportive of personal growth and mutual respect. When individuals are treated with dignity, it fosters a community where positive relationships flourish and people feel valued and appreciated, thus enhancing the overall quality of life. In practical terms, remembering to have the courage to stand against injustice, as social advocates often do, can be a pivotal moment in a person's life. The demonstration of bravery in the face of unfairness not only benefits those who are oppressed but also imbues the individual with a profound sense of purpose and integrity. It reflects the idea that even small actions have the potential to create substantial change, contributing to a more equitable world. Practicing empathy should be a deliberate and mindful endeavor. Making the decision to consciously put oneself in another's shoes allows for a greater understanding of diverse experiences and challenges. Empathy encourages connection and compassion, dismantling barriers that divide us and fostering a sense of unity. Acknowledging the emotions and perspectives of others often leads to more meaningful interactions and relationships. Moreover, taking the time to listen actively to others enhances communication and reinforces a culture of respect. It involves paying attention not just to the words being spoken but also to the emotions and intentions behind them. This practice nurtures a sense of validation and trust, making individuals feel heard and valued. In doing so, it reinforces positive interactions and builds stronger, more resilient communities. Understanding the impact of one's actions on others can lead to more thoughtful decision-making processes. By considering how different choices may affect people and society at large, it prompts individuals to act more responsibly and considerately. Such awareness not only benefits those around us but also provides a deeper sense of satisfaction and ethical fulfillment to oneself, knowing that one's actions contribute positively to society. Additionally, collaboration with others based on mutual respect and shared goals can drive progress in diverse fields. Working toward common objectives encourages innovation and creativity, as varied perspectives bring valuable insights and solutions to complex problems. This collaborative spirit inspires cooperation, bringing individuals together to achieve what might not be possible alone. It highlights the significance of teamwork and collective effort in achieving substantial outcomes. Boycotting unjust systems or processes can also serve as a powerful catalyst for change. When individuals or groups refuse to participate in practices that exploit or marginalize others, it sends a to truly connect with others. It's essential to see the world from their perspective. Engaging in this practice allows us to understand their experiences, emotions, and struggles, providing a glimpse into their realities. Empathy forms the cornerstone of profound human connections, fostering an environment where genuine understanding and compassion thrive. It requires an open heart and mind, urging us to momentarily shed our preconceived notions. Furthermore, recognizing the efforts and contributions of others, irrespective of societal hierarchies, cultivates a culture of appreciation and inclusivity. Acknowledging the hard work and dedication of individuals, regardless of their position or background, enhances morale and sets a precedent for how people should treat one another. This attitude signals that value is inherent in everyone's contributions, paving the way for a more egalitarian community atmosphere. In moments where injustice emerges, having the courage to speak out is paramount. Witnessing unfair treatment demands action, as remaining silent implicitly condones the behavior and allows it to persist. Voicing objections or concerns not only provides support to those facing adversity but also resonates through the community, reinforcing principles of fairness and integrity. Reflect upon scenarios where individuals, without any expectation of reward, demonstrate selflessness and compassion. These actions often outweigh material wealth and success, revealing that the most significant fortunes lie in relationships built on mutual respect and kindness. Small acts of kindness act like pebbles dropped in still water, generating ripples that extend far beyond the initial point of contact. The influence of genuine gestures should not be underestimated, as they contribute to positive societal changes and nurture a sense of belonging within the community. Remember, each role and act of kindness fosters an interconnected web of goodwill and warmth, strengthening the social fabric and encouraging a more compassionate world. In striving toward understanding, acknowledgement, and advocacy, individuals collectively forge spaces where everyone feels valued, supported, and heard, transforming everyday interactions into meaningful exchanges. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for more inspiring stories, and don't forget to share this video with anyone who could use a little reminder that kindness is always in style. And be sure to watch the video on the end screen before you leave.